Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast, episode 309. I'm Joe.
And I'm Annie.
Annie, happy pre-Wicked Day. Or actually, when this comes out, happy Wicked Day.
Happy Wicked Day.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited for Wicked.
Yeah, we're both seeing it today. So yesterday, as of any of you seeing this, the day it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm right after we finish recording, Riley and I are going.
Yeah,
and then
movie starts in an hour and a half.
And then when ours is done,
We're going.
You're going. Yeah. Very excited. As I said at our Eat of the Week today, very anxious because I know that I'm gonna sob like a big fucking bitch.
Well, yes.
And that's okay. It's just I'm not really in the mood to cry today, you know?
Oh, I could always cry.
Sure, I could always cry, but I'm not exactly in the mood to cry today.
I could be in the mood.
Oh. Caitlin's not going to. We have a peanut gallery.
No.
Half of them are drunk. Maybe half of them are drunk. It's just Riley.
I'm not drunk.
Yeah,
He's
she's
fine.
drunk.
I'm not drunk.
We went to Chili's for Eat of the Week. We had the Wicked Mags.
There's some good margs.
They are good. They are strong. And Riley is a lightweight.
That I am.
Riley gets in the car. She goes, "My whole body's tingly." I go, "Yeah, that's called." She goes, I'm not drunk. I'm buzzed." I go, "That's being drunk. Like just because you give it a different name doesn't mean anything."
They were strong.
Yeah. I go, "If you feel the effects of alcohol, you are intoxicated, therefore drunk."
Drunk feels too extreme.
It's oh my God.
I kind of agree with her there. Like there's a difference between tipsy and drunk.
No.
Yes.
If you are tipsy, you are maybe not to the level of drunk that you might think drunk is, but you are intoxicated.
Intoxicated, sure.
Intoxicated and drunk synonyms.
No.
Fun fact. Pull up the whiteboard. We'll write that down.
We have our whiteboard
We do have the
today.
whiteboard today, yes. That'll be fun.
We said last week that we were going to start teaching something every week, and then none of us have anything
Yeah,
to
we did
teach.
not plan anything, so
No,
we're going to wing it today.
It's been a busy week for
Yeah.
me, at least.
Yeah. It has not been for me.
Well, sorry.
Oh, also, if you haven't noticed,
This is why it's been
Yeah.
a busy week.
the house is naked.
I'm moving, and it's so empty in here right now, and I hate it. Next week,
Really?
I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know where we're going to film. It's probably not going to be
It's
here.
actually more crowded in the house now than it's
Yeah.
ever been.
I hate it. I'm too control freak for this.
Right.
I hate it.
Next week we might record during the Thanksgiving that I'm hosting, and so we're gonna have 30 plus people just walking around.
Next week's going to be a fun adventure because we will still have this place until December 10th. So we
Right.
could film here.
There just won't be anything here.
We are moving that day, next Wednesday.
Yeah.
So there won't be anything here.
Yeah.
It'll be an empty.
And recording in an echoey room is probably not in our best interest.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
We could do another. Remember when
That's going to fall over.
The
Yep.
cat's precariously dangling on the shelf right now.
And it's the most wobbly shelf
sure is.
ever.
Do you remember when we filmed at Dackle? Maybe we could do something like
We
that.
could do an outing,
An outing. We could plan that out.
podcast outing.
Podcast
Absolutely.
outing. But yeah,
I'm
I
down.
started a new job this week. I've been moving. It's been a week.
Yeah.
So I have nothing.
When you say you started a new job, you didn't really start a new job. You just are getting trained in a different location at
different
your
place.
current job.
Yes. However, it took up my entire day.
Sure,
For
absolutely.
8 days.
One might
Anyway.
call that an entire week, and then some.
And then some. I had to wake up at 3 in the morning, 3:30. And so did Caitlin because she's a light sleeper.
We've talked about this. I don't know if we talked about it last week on the podcast or just pre-podcast, but I am not a light sleeper at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
I could sleep through a nuclear bomb going off.
See, I am a light sleeper. I will wake up to anything, but I will immediately fall back asleep. I can and will.
I'm a heavy sleeper. I will eventually wake up, and then I will still fall back asleep.
Caitlin is a light sleeper and cannot fall back asleep.
Yeah,
on
Riley's the same way.
You didn't have to save her. She was crying out here. The cat.
The cat, yeah.
Yes, sorry. Caitlin had to get up because my cat was in the living room screaming her head off because I left at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And she was very confused. And Caitlin thought she was dying. Which I appreciate.
Riley wakes up
you
to the
checking and making
sound.
sure she wasn't dying.
Riley wakes up to the sound of the dogs walking around in the living room.
hmm
She hears their nails
hmm
on the hardwood floor.
Yeah.
And that wakes her up. And
See,
I'm like,
I would also wake up to that, but
I
I
didn't
would
even-
roll right back asleep and fall back.
I
It's
don't
not
even hear
even because it's not even tile. It's freaking linoleum.
You're right. It's not hardwood.
Linoleum.
That goes so much worse.
Linoleum. I wake up. Her litter box is in my closet, and I wake up to her using the litter box in the middle of the night because it's the.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like digging in there.
Yeah, she really be digging.
At least she knows how to use it.
Valid.
My cat, not the
Which
new
cat?
one.
I was gonna say which cat?
Vega, the first one.
Doesn't know how to use a litter box.
She does, but like every time she's gone into a litter box her entire life, she paws at the plastic. Like she is just scraping the side of the litter box and not actually scraping the litter over anything. And I'm like, you're an absolute moron.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, you are so dumb. No, but whatever, you know. But anyways, yeah, so Wicked.
Anyways, Wicked. Pink
Um
and green.
I have been pink, green, nice. I've been loving all of the like the what are they called? What's it called when they go on like they travel the world?
Media tour?
The media.
Thank you. Yes,
events,
the media tour.
Press
Yeah, press tour.
tour.
All of like the pictures and videos and interviews and everything that have been coming out of that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So much fun.
Wait.
Did you see
Were you about to say the same thing?
the guy that charged Ariana Grande?
Yes.
Wild.
That reminded me of that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In just like a crazed fan,
Well,
as far as I know.
you know what's crazier than just that?
No,
that was
I
already
don't.
so. Some guy at the red carpet in Thailand,
London,
Vietnam,
Oh, I don't know.
Malaysia. It was an Asian
An
country.
Asian country? Yeah, beats me then.
A fan jumped over the barricade and like ran at Ariana Grande and was like, doing all the pictures. And Cynthia like reached over and
Yo.
shut
Yeah.
bulldog Cynthia like.
Bulldogs.
Like I would be scared of her if she
Yeah,
came at me like that.
absolutely.
She was like, no, not messing around.
I like how in that video, if you haven't seen it, it's again like this guy jumps over the barricade, charges at her, just like not like in an attempt to hurt her in any way from the point of the video or from what we
just
can
for
see.
attention.
Yeah, and Cynthia very quickly reacts, and then in the background you just see Jeff Goldblum just standing there like.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
So he's just like, "What's going on? What's happening here?"
He's so silly. Anyway, what's crazier about this story though is that guy that did that. This is his third time
Doing that?
something like this to a celebrity. First was Katy Perry. He jumped on stage and ran up with her on stage. The second was
No way.
Does anyone remember the gallery? No, it's another big one, and I'm thinking myself that I can't remember.
How is he allowed anywhere near
I don't know.
celebrities?
That's what everyone's saying. They're like, how is he able to keep?
Are
doing
we sure
this?
that it's the same guy?
100% the same guy.
Wow.
He has like a TikTok, and it's like a thing on his TikTok. Like,
Oh my God.
He goes around and he does stuff like this. But the first one was Katy Perry. The second one was somebody big like that as well, and I can't remember right now for whatever reason. But
Yeah.
a big star, and then Ariana Grande.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like put
So-
his face on a piece of paper and pass
Like,
it out to all
blacklist.
security and be like, not allowed.
Anyway,
Here.
you know that I think it's like the meme where they're like she's holding whoever it is and pointing, and she's like, that meme?
No.
I've seen it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, there's like a meme where I don't even know who it is or who they're holding. They're holding someone, like wrapping them up, and they're like pointing at someone, like, stay away. That's what Cynthia was doing.
Ah.
Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she came to her protection quite.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Faster than security. Very quick.
Yeah. Security's gonna have to up their game
Oh, yeah.
because that's or just bring Cynthia Erivo everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hire Cynthia Erivo on.
Not only is she extremely talented, but she's also great at protecting somebody.
God, I'd be scared. The way she went after
She's
him.
gonna get a job at the Secret Service after this.
Yeah. The way she went after him, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was more scared of him than I was of her, but
Well, yes.
'cause you just don't know.
Right.
And
'cause
Ariana Grande
he
is
was
tiny
joking
little,
around,
what is she,
but
like 5'2"?
well, and she also, I think she's shorter than me.
How tall are you?
5'2".
Well, there you go.
But she had that bombing or whatever at her concert.
What?
She had like a bombing at her concert like however long ago.
Somebody set off a bomb at her concert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it like a
shooting or
threat?
bombing. It was like a big thing.
No.
Did not know about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Amsterdam?
Yeah, something like that. Some international country. City.
Damn.
Yeah. And
Like
everyone
it-
was like, I bet she was like freaking out because
oh my
of
God,
that.
yeah. She thought she was next.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Crazy.
But
Anyway,
yeah, the whole point was like the press tour I think has been fascinating because again, I don't know how much of it you've seen, but I think it was the London one where they had like the truck with all of the yellow bricks in the back of it, and they had it like parked on the side of the road as if they were like laying.
Oh,
and
I
they
didn't
had a
see
bunch
that.
of bricks like laid down on the
Let
street.
me tell you, the marketing for this movie.
I thought marketing for the first one was good.
The marketing,
This one has gone above and beyond.
there's like you could feed a small country with the amount they've put into this movie.
You could
just
feed a
for
large country with the
marketing
amount of
alone.
money they put into this. I think that's where, and I don't know much about like what goes into making a movie, but I am convinced that most of the budget goes into the marketing aspect of it.
Maybe depending on the
Because,
movie,
yeah, like
especially one like this.
something like you
could
got
probably
you got
look up how much
billboards,
they've spent.
trailers, commercials,
Let's look.
and then the press tour and literally everything under the sun. Yeah. Millions, if not more. Probably millions. I'm not going to go into the billions range.
Yeah,
Are we talking like tens of millions?
hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions on marketing alone.
350 million. The first one was 150 million for
And you know
marketing
what?
alone. This
They
one,
didn't even have to do that.
by the time the movie comes out, so tomorrow, it will have reached a marketing budget of 350 million, making it the most expensive Hollywood marketing campaign ever.
Good for Wicked.
Wow.
Good for Wicked for good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. Also, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm still reading. They've generated a lot of free marketing from various TV and streaming companies that have just like put their promoting their stuff.
Oh.
Estimated to be around $100 million worth of free marketing.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Wow.
No, they actually they could have done
Well, and if you think about all
next
the like
to no marketing about
the
this movie.
what is it, the Owalas and like all of that stuff.
Oh, right,
Like if
yeah.
you think about that too, all the brand deals that
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
make
they
it.
could have done zero marketing, next to zero marketing for
And
this movie.
still
and
had
it's
more
still-
than lots of other movies do, like in general.
Yeah.
Golly.
It's going to be one of the biggest movies.
Good for John
of the
Chu.
year.
Honestly, good for John Chu.
Absolutely, good for all of them.
Well, yes, for good. For
Good
good.
for
Good
Wicked
for good. Wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked.
But anyways, so
Anyways, happy Wicked.
very
Day.
excited. Happy Wicked Day to those who celebrate, which should be all of you. Please do not speak to me for the next at least week, because I will be.
At least until Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I will be a hot mess after this movie comes out. After I see this movie today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really think I'm going to just go home and just lay in bed.
Well, and I asked him
Wrap
when we were
myself up in
getting
a
ready, I
blanket.
was like, "Are you wearing pink or green?" And he was like, "Why?"
I said I can. Why?
And I was like, "Why not?"
well, because I had my when I went to see it when it was on tour,
yeah.
the musical, not the movie. I bought a zip up sweater,
Mm-hmm.
and so I just was gonna wear that.
Oh.
I
okay.
wore that last year. I was gonna wear
Oh.
it again this year, and then when you were like, "Are you gonna wear pink or green?" I was like, "I guess I can."
Because I had both.
But I
and
was like,
just didn't
"Do you have
know.
a point? Like, are you saying
No.
like for a reason?"
I had both, and I was just gonna see which one you were gonna wear. I
Yes.
figured you were gonna wear pink or green, so that was my mistake for
Yeah,
assuming
I was
that,
wearing white when you
guess.
texted me. Like I literally just finished putting on a white shirt when you
Ooh,
texted that, and
my
I
bad.
said, "Well, time to
I had figured that
change.
you were gonna wear either pink or green, so I was gonna see what you were wearing, and I would just wear the opposite.
yeah."
And
Well,
you said pink, so I went with
yeah,
green.
I don't actually own a lot of green, believe it or not. It being my favorite color, not a lot of that in my
I
closet.
do. I don't have a lot of pink, so it worked out.
So
So.
this past week, went to Gatlinburg with Riley and her family,
Yeah, you did.
and it was a fun trip. Not much happened, but the part of the trip that I want to talk about, which we talked about a little bit, I hinted at a little bit at lunch, was Meat Boy.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
So we went to this steak restaurant
Yeah.
called the Peddler, and I'd say it's a fancier. Riley, could you confirm fancier steak restaurant? I mean, it's no like Texas Roadhouse, so
Oh,
it's a
okay.
pretty fancy steak restaurant.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Steakhouse House 71. What is
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's a nicer establishment.
Okay, so went there for dinner. Was very excited because I love steak.
Mm-hmm.
However, on the menu, I'm going to be honest, I was looking at the chicken instead of the steak, just
Mm.
because I was like, am I really feeling steak right now when we got there? But anyway, so we get there. Waitress comes up. We are at a table with, now there was probably like 19 people in our party.
Mhm.
We got split up at 3 separate tables. So our table was myself and Riley, her sister and her boyfriend, and then other assorted people that
Yeah.
I cannot place accurately because I don't know Riley's extended family all that well. Um, regardless, we were the group of, what did your mom call us? Over 15 and not married.
Unmarried, yeah.
Yeah, we were over 15 and unmarried. So that was the table that we got sat at.
Right.
Uh,
That's funny.
so we sit down, and the waitress comes up, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be serving you guys tonight. What can we get you started with to drink? And here's how it's gonna work. We order our drinks, and she goes, okay, you're gonna go to the salad bar, get your salad. Once you come back, you can order your food."
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of us said, "Oh, like we're ready to order now." And she was like, no, like that's just the way that we do it. Like you're gonna go to the salad bar. That way you've got time to eat your salad and finish all that up before the steak ever comes out.
Hmm.
And we're like, oh, cool, makes sense, whatever. So we go to the salad bar. We come back, sit down, we're eating our salad. Then this guy rolls up.
You have to talk about how good the salad bar was.
It was a decent salad bar. It was
They have it-
salad.
their tagline is world famous salad bar.
Oh.
Yeah,
World famous, not world
It's
famous.
I've
a
had-
big salad bar.
it's
There's
a
a lot of-
moderately sized salad bar.
Okay, well, there's a lot of cool toppings, I think.
There's your
anyways.
traditional salad toppings.
All right,
Oh my
fine.
god.
So, it was
Y'all.
the most basic salad bar I've ever been to.
I don't know if I've ever really had a salad bar.
Go to Ruby Tuesdays. They have salad bars.
Do Ruby Tuesday still exist?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was one at the airport in Knoxville. So at least that one. But anyways, it was a salad bar.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Nothing to write home to mom about, in my opinion.
All right.
World famous, I think it might be reaching a little bit, but who am I to judge the peddler? Anyways, so we're eating our salad. While we're consuming our greens, this guy comes walking up. Bit of a funny looking dude. Just, like a interesting haircut, very really scrawny guy. Looks like me if I had worse hair. And he had a very unique way of talking, which I cannot even replicate. It was just like the inflection in his voice was very off.
Like, was it like bluegrass? Like
No.
country? Oh.
No,
It was not country, like, at all.
Oh.
He just had a very interesting speech pattern, like Joe said. Like inflections were unique, like pauses.
He would
Huh.
like drag words out too.
That didn't need to be dragged out.
Yeah. And so like he comes up, stands like right at the top corner of our table because we're right up against the wall. He stands at the top corner of our table. And he was like, "Hi everybody, my name is," I don't remember his name. Turns
Meat
out his
Boy.
name was Taylor.
Oh.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, we found that out at the end of the night. And so he was like, "Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm going to be showing you the selection of meat that we have tonight." And so he comes up with this cart, a cart about this tall and maybe double the width. And he's just rolling it up. And he says he's going to show us his selection of meats. And he, under a black cloth, reveals 2 large slabs of beef. Very large slabs of beef. And he was like, we have the ribeye and we have the New York strip. What would you all like? And everybody at this table, we all just look at each other and like, what is going on? Like, who is this guy?
Imagine some
and his
random guy
meat
trying to
cart?
give you meat.
Yeah, because like again,
It
the
could've been
waitress
anyone.
said, "Go ahead and go to the salad bar.
Then we'll take your
Once you
order."
come back, we'll come and take your order."
Right.
Well, when she said "we," she meant
The
Taylor,
meat-
the meat
the
boy.
meat boy.
Yeah. So he comes up, and again, he's just like at first,
A character.
yeah, he's a character. So at first, like your first impression of him is like, it's a little off-putting. Like you just don't know. Like when you see a guy roll up with a cart of meat, you just don't know. Yeah. So he's like, "Would anybody like the ribeye or a New York strip?" And we are just like staring.
I'm
And then
like-
Riley goes, "Oh, didn't?" She points at somebody and was like, "Didn't you want the ribeye?" And so that like finally like jump starts, like gets everybody out of our fog
Like,
of
oh,
this
we
guy
have to get
rolling up.
food.
And we assume this guy's taking our order. And so we're like, "Yeah, I'll have a ribeye." And he's like, "Okay, how?" Like he goes, "Our traditional cut's 12 ounces, but I can go any size you'd like." He doesn't give us like the options because I don't know much about steak. I just
Right.
default to 12 ounces because I know that that's a traditional steak.
Right.
But I don't know like the increments after that you would traditionally order.
Right.
So he just goes, "I can go any size you want." And I'm thinking to myself, meat boy,
Meat
what
boy.
if I want The whole
What if
slab.
Put the whole thing on my
Yeah.
plate.
What if I want a 100-ounce steak? What are you gonna do? If you say you can cut me any size, what are you gonna do
That
when
man
I say I want
wouldn't even flinch.
Yeah.
That wouldn't phase him.
100 ounces? I got you.
He's
Don't
a
worry about it.
professional.
So he was like, "Is 12 ounces all right?" And we all just say, "Yeah." Everybody but me ordered a ribeye. And so he goes up, he takes his unshielded hand, raw hand on the steak, other hand on the knife, just cuts a piece off like it was butter. First of all, this knife went straight
cooked?
through. No,
No,
it's
No, it's
raw beef. Cuts through it, and then it falls delicately into his hand, and he goes, "Is that a good enough size for you?" And we just go, "Yeah, I guess." And as he's cutting this, he goes, "Would anybody else like some ribeye or some New York strip?" And we're like, "What is going on right now?" He cuts us all our steak, and he goes, "Okay, we'll get that." Thought I unplugged it. Well, we'll get that taken care of. It'll be right out for you. And then he wheels away, and disappears into the darkness of the restaurant. Mind you, the way this restaurant was described to me before we ever got there was that it's a very dark restaurant, and it was decently dark. That when he disappeared,
Wheeled away,
he was gone,
vanished.
Yeah, vanished into the shadows. And so he walks away, and we all look at each other, and we're just like, "What just happened? Who was that?" And that's when we started coming up with the name.
And then the waitress comes by and she's like, "All right, can I take you?"
That's what I was waiting for all night. All night I was like, while we were talking about it, we were like, freaking Meat Boy over here. I was like, what if he's just some guy off the
Random guy
street?
with meat.
And she's gonna come up and be like, "Okay, what would you guys like?"
And you're
we
like-
go, "Well, we just ordered from the guy with the meat cart."
He's
And
like,
she's
"What
like,
meat cart?"
"He's here again." And then at one point I was like, "We're gonna tell the waitress about him," and she's gonna be like, "That man died 75 years ago." We're just being
This
haunted.
ghost still haunts a restaurant.
by the Meat Boy. And so, I mean, like, he ended up making our entire night, because every now and again he would, like, there was like a small little staircase right by our table.
Hard on by.
He would come up from the staircase, look around, make sure everybody had their meats, and then he would go back down.
He
But
was-
if he saw somebody new, he would come up, he'd grab his cart, he'd wheel over to their table. And we're like, we got to text everybody else about this.
He was
Now,
prairie dogging. He just
Yeah.
poke his head up, look around, go back down.
because again, we were at 3 separate tables spread out throughout the restaurant. So we text the group chat and we go, "Anybody else get a guy come up and ask you what kind of meat you want?"
Y'all get the meat boy?
Yeah. Their mom, or Riley's mom texts back. I don't know if it was your mom or just somebody else at her table. But they text back and go, "We got a girl." And we're like, "You guys didn't get Meat
The
Boy?
Meat Boy?
They got Mrs. Meat Boy." Who
Mrs.
we,
Meat
in the
Boy.
lore of the peddler restaurant, the meat girl is Meat Boy's wife. And then there was this random woman selling flowers in the restaurant. Like, she would just,
is
I think
happening in
she
this
was genuinely
restaurant?
coming in off the
But
street.
I remember the Rose Lady. I do not remember there being a Meat Boy on my previous visits to this
Okay,
restaurant.
so the Rose Lady frequents this restaurant and sells roses and is heavily perfumed.
Yes.
And we said that that's Meat Boy's mom,
Mm.
Meat
mommy
Boy.
Meat Boy.
Meat mom.
Yeah. But so again, we started this dinner shocked, confused, and a little like,
Thrown off your
Yeah.
balance a little bit.
and we were like making jokes about Meat Boy and just cracking ourselves up. We were having the time of our lives. And then it eventually evolved into an obsession for Meat Boy. And we were like madly in love with Meat Boy,
Oh,
really.
yeah.
Uh,
Not to love.
again, we didn't know his name. And we were
His name is Meat
amazed.
Boy.
Yeah, we were amazed that he could just eyeball 12 ounces of steak.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
That was impressive.
and
And
then palm raw meat.
yeah,
in
palm
his
raw
fan-
meat. Yeah.
his
And we
hand.
were also concerned about the security of the meat. Security is a bad word for it. I mean, sure, it was just out there. Somebody could have taken it, but more the integrity of the meat, because it was just out at room temperature,
Oh.
covered by a cloth on a cart that we could not verify was a refrigerated cart by any means. It was just on a wooden slab. So none of us got sick. I guess that's fine.
Well, because in theory they're about to cook it, so
Okay, let me present it to you this way. Let me present it the way he presented his meat to me. We were at the restaurant for about an hour and a half.
Mm.
The entire time,
And he had the same
those
slab of meat the
same
whole...
2 slabs of meat were on that cart. And he would just park it in a corner of the room we were in. Just parked and then
Oh.
recloak the meat. But yeah, eventually again it turned into an obsession with him. And afterwards, we get up and we are like waiting for him to come back so we can ask him some questions.
Yeah.
And Riley, his name escapes me. Who was sitting next to me at the table?
Isaac.
He was like, I gotta know how he knows how much 12 ounces is, just looking at it.
Yeah.
And so we get up, and Isaac goes up to, again, Taylor, and basically is just like, hey, like, you did an amazing job. The meat was phenomenal. Not that he's cooking it, but he's cutting it. And so we thanked him, and Isaac goes, I just gotta know, like, how do you just know, like, how much 12 ounces is? And Taylor goes, he was like, oh, well, I've been doing this a long time. I've been cutting meat almost 10 years. And I'm like, 10 years? You've been the meat boy? That is insane and amazing at the same time. This guy's been slicing meats and presenting it to tables of
His bare
innocent
hands.
bystanders for 10 years. He's mastered the art of a 12-ounce cut of steak, and probably I believe him, any cut you want. I could have asked him for a 50-ounce steak of New York
He would've
strip,
cut it.
and he would have been like, I got
He
you.
wouldn't have flinched.
Eyes closed. Is that a good? And I'm going to be like, yeah.
Sure.
They weren't weighing it in front of me. I just had to take his word for it. But I now, knowing he's been doing it for 10 years, fully believe that he could cut
How does
any
one
size steak.
get into that? How does one discover
great
that they
question.
can eyeball cuts of steak?
Practice. Like,
Do you think he was a butcher before?
that's what I'm like. He seems so young.
He did?
He looked
Oh. He
had
like
a
he could have
baby
been
face. In my-
25 years old.
In my
He's been
head,
cutting steaks since he's 15.
in my head, I'm picturing like an 80-year-old man right
Nope.
now. Okay.
No.
If he's older than me, I would have been surprised.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay, this
thoroughly
whole
shocked.
time I've been picturing
Now,
like an old crusty
He
man.
did have a baby face, so I'm thinking he's probably one of those that looks younger than he actually
Maybe,
is.
but you could have told me he was 21 years old. I would have believed that he'd been cutting steaks since he was 11 years old.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
asked if I didn't ask him. I asked the group metaphorically. Said, do you guys think he has to zero out his hands every morning like a scale?
Yeah,
He has to recalibrate them.
he wakes up and he's just like, okay,
Red Zero.
and then he picks something
Okay.
up and he goes, 14 ounces.
Yeah, I wonder if it like stops at steak, or
I
can he
bet
just
no. I bet he knows.
can he just like 8 ounces of water?
We talked about like
Fluid ounces? You think
Fluid
he can figure out fluid
ounces?
ounces?
I don't know.
That's what we should talk about. I don't know the difference between fluid ounces and ounces.
I looked up
There is a difference. What? Sorry.
I looked up how long meat can sit out, and it's perfectly safe.
How long?
For how long?
I mean, it can sit out for a while as long as you're like going to thoroughly and properly cook it afterwards. It can
Well,
sit
yeah,
out
'cause
for
But
a
if
few
you cook
hours.
it hot enough,
if
it's
you're
gonna
eating it
kill everything.
rare, you might be in
It
trouble.
can sit out for a few hours. But
You know what happened at the restaurant?
What?
I told Riley this, that like right after we ordered from Meat Boy.
What?
Everybody, I was like one of the last ones to order. And again, because Meat Boy came up with his cart of meat, I felt like I had no choice but to order steak. I was eyeballing the chicken on the menu, and then Meat Boy comes up, and I was like, well, I
I
can't.
gotta get
I can't
steak.
not get
That's
steak.
how they get you.
Yeah. And so we're going around and everybody's ordering their steak. And then he goes, how would you like it done? And they go, medium rare. Every single person gets to me. And I fully intended to order a medium well steak
Mhm.
because I
But you
do
said medium
not.
rare.
No, I do not like a very red steak.
Oh.
I can't do
I
it.
can't either. It grosses me out.
And so, but because everybody said medium rare, I go, I can't go two above everybody else. So I went with medium, and then I immediately turned to Riley. I go, I really wanted a medium rare steak, but I was afraid of being judged by your entire family. I was
And that's real.
so afraid because again, these are people who, like, they're all from the South. They're all like they all live in Atlanta, right? Or in your little
they all
area?
live in a 5-mile radius of each other.
Right.
Yes.
So you know the area well.
Yeah.
A lot of cow people. A lot of people who eat steak on a pretty regular basis. A lot of people who would judge somebody from the north for getting a medium well
yes, because
steak.
I used to order well done.
Yeah, listen, if I had it my way, I'd love a well done steak.
Well done, and like everywhere I went, everyone was like, "It's not good that way," and I'd
Yeah,
be like,
I
"Yes, but
disagree.
I don't want any
I
pink
think
in my
it's-
steak.
I think it's still very tasty.
I want it to be cooked."
Yeah. So
Sorry.
yeah, I can't.
So I agree with you.
I had a friend in college. who
Medium
ordered-
well is how
who
I would
blue
order.
steaks. Yeah, that's like you said it near the grill. and then you serve it.
That's what my mom would say. It's still alive. It's still
Yeah,
mooing.
That's exactly what he would say. No,
Caitlin
that's
said some of them are meant to be eaten that way.
criminal. That's absolutely
Can't even think about it. Oh.
like I'd rather just like
I will say,
that's-
last year I went to Jico, which is the really fancy restaurant at Animal Kingdom Lodge with my
Mhm.
family, and I ordered the venison, and it came like that, like
Yeah.
raw.
Yeah.
Essentially, the outside was cooked, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I
a
ate
slight-
it
a
because
light
it's
sear.
yeah, I ate it because it's a $50 piece of venison. It was delicious.
Sure.
However, the whole time I was looking at it, and I was like, "That is
It's hard to get through.
It's like red, like
yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah, it's real tough
it's
to get through.
bloody.
Yeah.
It was delicious though.
Yeah. And so I went with medium and it was fine. I ate the entire thing.
Yeah.
It was a very
I think the
delicious
issue is
cut of
not that
meat.
it doesn't taste good or that the
It's
texture. It's
the-
just like if you blindfolded me and I ate it, I'd probably be
Yeah.
fine. If you blindfolded me and told me this is a medium well steak, great,
Sure.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But looking at
But
that,
looking at
the
it is
blood and the
tough.
juices coming out.
Yeah. But either way, so yeah, we
The meat
our
boy.
night was made by the meat boy.
That's good.
It
you tell
was,
him that? You should tell him.
No, I kind of wish
Should've
we
told him
had.
that,
We should
yeah.
have we should write a letter to the restaurant and be like, Meat Boy was 10 out of 10.
We love the meat boy.
We were asking to ourselves,
and
not
now
to
that's not
anybody important.
an official title, is it? That's
No.
just a Joe and Riley title, the meat boy.
That's our table title. We all came up with
the
that. Yeah.
meat boy.
And we were asking like, how do we just tip Meat Boy?
Yeah, right.
Like we just want our tip to go to him. We don't want our waitress really didn't do much.
Yeah, go to the salad bar, and then the guy's gonna come
and then
around
Meat
and
Boy's
give you
gonna
your
come
meat.
around, and we're
Yeah.
like, wow, okay. And we found out, Meat Girl, Mrs. Meat Boy, was not as good at her job as Meat Boy was.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they,
Like with the sizing or like the
yeah, like, well, it's very stupid. She comes up and she was like, would you like, I think she offered them options, like 12, 15, whatever. And I was like, she offered you different sizes. I go, Meat Boy said we could have any
Meat
size
boy
we want.
said, "Give me a size,
Yeah,
I'll cut it."
starting at 12, anything you want, up from there. And I was like, that's crazy. I was like, Mrs. Meat Boy doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah. And we talked about how Meat Boy was like constantly coming up into our little section of the restaurant, making sure everybody was good. They're like, we only saw Mrs. Meat Boy once. Like, wow.
Guys are
She probably
special.
got fired that night. And Meat Boy was covering the whole restaurant. I think he's really the CEO.
What's the place called?
The peddler.
The Peddler. He owns the Peddler.
He owns
He
the
is
Peddler.
the Peddler.
He is the peddler. Whatever that means.
Wait, I was gonna say, what is a peddler?
Riley? What's
Isn't
a
it
peddler?
a shoe person?
Somebody who peddles?
Yes.
Okay, so what do they have to
They
do
make
with meat?
shoes.
I don't think anything. I don't know why they have that name.
Right.
Peddler.
We should have asked Meat Boy.
Meat boy would have known. 'Cause he is the
I-
peddler.
I was saying that we, like, you know how if you go to like certain websites of like companies, it'll say like, meet our family. And it's like the people who work there. I was saying that the peddler should have a section dedicated to Meat Boy
1 moment.
on their website.
Let's see.
I hope they do. Taylor the Meat Boy.
Peddler Steakhouse in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
In
So there's
Gatlin.
only the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those. 50th anniversary this year.
And Meat Boy's been there for 10.
About Us. Let's see.
We don't know that he's been there for 10.
I was
We
gonna
just know he's
say-
been cutting meat for 10.
Steakhouse history. About the building, about the stained glass, about the millstones, about the river, about the peddler tree.
What's a peddler tree?
There's a large tree near the front of the parking lot. Makes the perfect place to pose. It's a dawn redwood tree. That was one of the most common trees on the planet. What does it have to do with peddlers? Hold on. Read forward. Read ahead. Beth Ogle, a family friend, had brought 6 of these trees back from Washington in the 50s. And he gave her... Oh, the family friend brought Beth, who I'm assuming is the founder, owner, whoever.
Sure.
He gave her one to plant in her front yard, and it started off at 2 feet tall and is now 80 foot tall. I still don't know what it has to do with peddlers.
Right. Is there a thing about Meat Boy?
No.
There's no like meet the staff.
No. It's all the
Meet the staff.
It's all the building. The Ogle family is who started it. It started out as their cabin.
Sure.
Yeah, and now it's a restaurant.
So
Started
you're
in-
telling me that there's no way for me to find Meat Boy again?
I'm like it.
I should have like
Boy.
added him on LinkedIn or something.
If it's,
You think he has a culinary degree?
I feel like if you can just like raw dog 12 ounces of steak, you've got to. Well, what do I know?
Yes. I mean, that's not him. That guy's
That's
arms
what he
are
does.
That's what
that
he
guy's
does.
arms are way too muscular to be Meat Boy. But yeah, that's how he presents his meat.
They don't say anything about that though. They just
And it's
have
like
the
literally they
picture.
just go, "Is this a good size?" And I'm like, "Taylor, you tell me."
We're like, stop showing us your meat like that,
Wow.
man.
It really did make us so uncomfortable at the beginning, and then by the end of it, I was like, "Man, I wish we could order seconds because I want Meat Boy to come back and present more of his meat to me."
I'm still not really getting where the peddlers coming
Maybe,
from.
the name. Maybe that was an old job of theirs.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they were peddlers.
Because they're the Ogles is their name.
Obles?
Ogles.
Ogles.
O-G-L-E. Ogles. Ogle, maybe.
Let's go Ogle.
It's been in their family for 4 generations.
Maybe Meat Boy's part of the family.
Maybe.
Maybe he's an Ogle. Either way,
12 ounces of meat. In a hand. Wow.
yeah, so that was
What
my
a crazy
experience.
story, yeah.
That was my experience in Gatlinburg. And worth going back, really, I would say.
Huh.
Just for Meat Boy.
Yeah.
The rest of the town's fun,
Yeah.
but it's a tourist town.
It's a
They
tourist town.
do the same thing as everywhere, small, cheap attractions.
Yeah, especially in.
But you can't find Meat Boy anywhere else. Nobody's down here presenting their meat to me like that.
I know. What service? They sell on their website. They love
Presenting meat.
service. No.
Oh.
Guest service. But that's the picture they have when it's
Yeah.
comes to guest service. Like that was the
Yeah,
picture.
the dude
was
with ripped forearms.
the veins.
Yeah, Meat Boy was my arms. But anyways, I digress. You've got a story. You have the Jonas
It's
Brothers
less
thing.
of a story and more of a
Everybody knows about it, and
remark.
if you don't, it's quite fascinating.
which concert was it? Caitlin honestly probably knows most of it. You know what concert it was? So the Jonas Brothers are on tour right now.
It was one of their concerts last week. Because it's happened
it
last
was recently,
week.
yes. And there was a TikTok of this man sitting in a row in front of the guy who's filming. And he's scrolling on like, what was it, Indeed? Or he's filling out some kind of application. And it's a job application in the middle of a Jonas Brothers concert. Like, middle of Red Dress happening.
Mm-hmm.
Going on. Just scrolling on Indeed. And then he posted that and everyone was like, well, I hope he gets the interview. I hope like he gets the job or whatever. And it went viral and everyone was talking about it and everyone was like, well, he's got to get it now because it's everywhere. And then so much so, Buffalo.
It was the show in
Wow.
Buffalo?
Wow.
That's incredible.
Nice.
I wonder if I know the guy.
Yeah. But anyway, it got so big that the Jonas Brothers started commenting. They were like, oh yeah, I forget the guy's name, but they're like, oh yeah, we know
He wasn't looking at an
Scott Kelly.
Yeah.
We know Scott.
He
We
wasn't
love
looking
Scott.
he wasn't looking at an application, was he? He was looking at a resume.
Oh, yes, because it had the name on it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what it was. But they were all like, oh yeah, we love Scott Kelly. Like you need to hire him. We
Yeah.
love him. He's a great guy.
I do know people with the last name Kelly. I don't know a Scott Kelly off the top of my
Maybe.
head. So
Look on your Instagram, see if you follow anyone.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh. Okay. The past. Who's this speaking? Sorry.
it's you speaking.
No,
right now.
there is quotations.
Oh.
Sorry.
From Scott.
Scott Kelly resides in Syracuse. Had no ticket to the concert.
And then I don't know him.
Well, had no ticket to the concert at the Key Bank Center. But
know
he
it
also
well.
had no idea that someone reviewing his resume would be at the show and turn him into an overnight internet sensation. This past Monday night, in quotations, so someone, I'm assuming this is Scott speaking, I was sitting in class for an executive MBA program I'm doing at Emory. That's Atlanta, sorry. And a buddy of mine sent me a message saying, hey, dude, you're going famous on TikTok. Is this your resume? And sent him, and he was like, yeah, that's my resume. Brandon,
Who's Brandon?
I'm assuming the man that's looking at the resume, apologized for displaying the information out in the open. I told him, Scott told Brandon, so Scott's the resume guy.
Yes.
Brandon is the man
reviewer.
looking at the resume. Scott told Brandon, "It happens, no big deal. I was wrong. It became a big deal or something." The video is now at 55 million views.
So really, one, incredible for Scott Kelly he got the job, right?
Oh, yeah. That's what I last heard, was that he had gotten the job.
He did get the job.
Yeah.
So that's incredible.
Yeah.
The internet can be an amazing place sometimes.
Well, yes.
What I'm confused about is Brandon.
Why are you at a Jonas
Why are you at a Jonas
Brothers
Brothers concert looking at a resume? Yeah, like what? I've been to a Jonas Brothers concert. They're not boring
Right.
at all. They're actually what I would consider the opposite of boring.
Yeah.
So it was mid-concert. So like, what are you?
Why-
Maybe he was there with somebody,
Maybe.
a girlfriend, a wife, a sister, a gay best friend.
These business people got to stop going to concerts. What
True.
it sounds like to me.
Supposedly. Wait, didn't you tell me this, that at that same concert?
The girl was cheating.
No.
Oh.
The husband of the woman was at that same Green Day
Coldplay.
Coldplay concert. Was it you that told me that? We did talk about this on the podcast. Okay, good. We can go back to Jonas Brothers now. I just want to make sure because I get a lot of things confused in my head after we record an episode. Yeah. So like, you want to review a resume? Totally fine.
Yeah.
Don't come to the restaurant. Jesus Christ, the concert. And if you're gonna go to the concert, pay attention to the concert. You paid money to be there.
Right. Lots of money.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Those weren't cheap
Those were
tickets.
decent seats. Yeah. Dude's just
Scrolling through a resume.
not paying any attention to the Joe Bros.
Anyway, this says now Scott has had multiple TV interviews, including with Jimmy Fallon. He's also met the Jonas Brothers now. So like Scott, who's in Syracuse, New York,
is now
having no
famous.
idea that this is happening,
Yeah.
has now been all over
It's
the place.
so easy to become famous nowadays.
It's so easy.
And yet here we are, 4 bumps on a fucking log, sitting here on what day is it? Thursday afternoon, like a couple of idiots.
Damn.
Yeah.
Brandon owns a local company who hires retired veterans, apparently. It's kind of cool.
Is Scott a retired veteran?
Nice. That's what it sounds. Oh, wait. Yes, they knew each other from their army days at Fort Drum. They knew each other. They were roommates. They
Interesting.
knew each other.
Fort Drum, you said?
Fort Drum.
Oh.
Is that what it says? Is that a fort in New
Yeah.
York? Okay.
Is that a fort in New York?
And that's all this says. Oh,
They knew each other and he still did review his resume?
Kelly has a podcast. Scott Kelly has a
course he
podcast
does.
called At the Water's Edge. It focuses on helping veterans transition back into everyday life after
Oh.
leaving service.
That's so nice.
Oh, nice. So Scott Kelly sounds very deserving. He
Yeah.
sounds like a really
Let's
great
get
guy.
him on the podcast. That's
At
cool.
the Water's Edge.
Good for Scott.
Good job, Scott.
Speaking of the Joe Bros,
Hmm?
have you seen their Christmas special on Disney Plus?
Haven't yet.
Oh, I
but I've
watched it
heard all about
yesterday.
it.
Phenomenal.
Really?
Have you heard the new
Delightful.
song from it?
Yes.
Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song, right? Yes.
Yes.
Coming Home for Christmas is what it's called. Great song. Love
Yeah.
it. Probably one of my new Christmas faves this year.
I'll have to watch the special. I keep seeing it, and I
It's
just keep
very,
not
very
having
good.
time to watch it.
Very good, very funny. If you haven't seen it, to anybody watching, listening, I highly recommend it. What are we
Oh
looking
God,
at?
what is that?
Scott
His
Kelly with the
picture.
Jonas Brothers.
Wow. Oh, he's like
Old.
old.
Yep. Maybe. I mean, he is a retired veteran.
I understand. Don't know why in my head I was expecting like a 25-year-old.
Yeah, see, I was too until you said veteran, and then I was like, oh, Scott Kelly's an older
Yeah.
guy. And it took you that long to figure out that Scott Kelly was an older guy.
Love you, Scott. But
But yeah, no, watch the Christmas special. A Merry,
sure,
yeah,
whatever you want.
very Merry
Whatever
Jonas
title you want.
Christmas. A Merry, what's it called?
A Merry Jonas Christmas? A very Merry Jonas Christmas?
Somebody look it up, please. Got a peanut gallery for a reason over there.
Caitlin.
A Very Jonas Christmas movie.
We
Very
wouldn't have
Jonas.
guessed that.
The mouthful. Very Jonas Christmas movie.
Whatever title you want.
Very good. Anyways, we have the whiteboard,
We do have the whiteboard.
and today
Do we have something to learn?
we have something to learn. Now, I don't have a lot of details, so it will require you looking up stuff. Or do you want to write this time?
I can write.
Okay.
Well, I can attempt to write.
You're writing backwards.
Writing backwards.
So today we're going to learn about very quickly here because we are actually getting close to the end. We're gonna talk about time travel. Yes.
Time travel.
So, how much do you already know
I'm
about
knocking
time
over my
travel?
water. What is there to know about time travel?
Well, is it possible? Is it not possible?
So my thought, when you first said that we were going to talk about time travel,
Mhm.
I've always said this. My thought with
Oh.
time travel,
You live by this.
I live by this, and I've always said this. With time travel, if it was possible,
We would have done it by now.
either we would have done it by now, or somebody from the future who can do it would have come back and told us, hey, it's possible.
Valid.
Yes. They don't want us to know that it's possible.
I guess, like, is it going to ruin the universe? And they're like, don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. So you don't think it's possible?
I think if it was, we would have seen, there would have been too many unexplainable, like, things, which I guess maybe there are, like the Mandela effects, like all
Maybe
that
time
stuff.
travel.
Yeah, maybe that's just the residue of time travel happening, and we just don't
The
realize it.
residue. Ugh. Don't call it the residue of time
The
travel.
residue of time travel.
No. So time travel really, to go into the future is actually quite simple. The difficult part about time travel, which is the part that everybody really wants to figure out and wants to be possible, is traveling to the past to relive key moments or to potentially maybe change things. Yeah, the A looks a little fucking ugly, but
I have very nice handwriting, but that's not, it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
so traveling to the future is, again, it's a fairly simple while also being extremely complicated process
Right.
because you have to travel very, 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 very fast.
And you know this from experience.
No, I know this from research. I once spent a whole night in college with my roommate. We were up until about 5 a.m. writing on Post-it notes about how to make time travel happen. So the speed of light,
Okay.
which is,
I write this down.
you should write this down, is 186,000 miles per second. I'm going to hold your microphone so you can talk while you... 186,000 miles per second is the speed of light. And as you know, and a peanut gallery, I assume, know the same thing, is the fastest thing, period.
Is it?
Nothing can travel faster than light.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really,
Yeah.
really. Light is the fastest thing. Things that travel equally as fast
Mhm.
are like gravity. Like the speed of gravity is equal to the speed of light.
Is it?
Yes, like because nothing can travel faster. So everything that can travel very fast will eventually max out at the speed of
Interesting.
light, which is why we measure things in light years,
Yes.
minutes, seconds, days, things.
How long is a light year?
Like distance wise, how long?
Distance / time
Because
wise.
the time, it's a year.
Oh, okay.
A
I guess
light
that makes
year is how
sense.
long it takes light to travel
in
one
a year. Okay, how far does it travel in a year?
A lot of miles.
A
If it travels
lot.
186,000 miles per second.
Oh, this is miles per second?
Yeah, MPS. MIPS. Mm-hmm. Humps go that way, towards you.
S is good. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. MPS. So
Miles per second?
you know that there's
That's fast.
yes. You know how when
Good
you turn
job.
you know how when you turn a light on, it's instant? That's because the speed of light is real quick. You don't ever see
Sound effect
you
included.
don't ever see the light fading on. It just is on.
What?
Yeah.
And I'm just going.
So the faster you travel,
Yeah.
the closer and closer you get to the speed of light,
Yeah.
the slower time is for you. Now, I should really correct myself. It's not slower for you. You're experiencing time the exact same way. So if you're traveling 180,000 miles a second, let's dumb it down even more. 100,000 miles a second.
Okay.
If you're traveling 100,000 miles a second, to you, time is just ticking on by the same way it always has.
But to everyone else.
For everybody else, time is going slower for you. So when you eventually come back to Earth, right? Like, let's say you
This
travel.
happened in Interstellar.
Yes. So let's say that you travel out from Earth at close to the speed of light, 100,000 miles a second,
Yeah,
and you travel for 1 year, and you go however far light can go
in a year.
in a year.
Yeah.
Not quite that fast because you're going less than the speed of light. And then you came back at the same speed. It would take you 2 years of travel because you've gone out for a year, you've come back.
Yeah.
And 1 year out, 1 year back. Okay. So you were gone for 2 years. On Earth, and here's where I don't know the calculation. A lot more time has passed. What's the distance?
Light can travel 5.8 trillion miles in 1 year.
5.8 trillion?
5.8 trillion.
Yeah. So like you couldn't even count that high.
Holy goodness. I don't even know.
Yeah.
5.8 trillion.
So if you could travel at the speed of light, which is impossible, and you traveled for a year, you would go 5.8 trillion miles.
And the closest star to us is 4.5 light years away.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You would go 5.8 trillion miles, and then you would come back 5.8 trillion miles.
Yeah.
You could do that in 2 years' time if you could travel at that
the
speed.
speed of light.
Yeah.
Yes.
However, the time on Earth that will have passed in that time is insanely longer than 2 years. So you would come back in the future. You would have only experienced and aged 2 years. Everybody on Earth will have aged more and have experienced more time than you.
Interstellar
you
does
would-
a good job of explaining
a very
this
good
too.
job, because as the closer you get to large gravitational objects, the slower
it moves.
time gets for you
Because gravity
because gravity.
working faster and pulled in.
Yes, because
Or harder.
gravity and light move at the same speed. Yeah. So the closer you get to a large gravitational object, the quicker technically you begin to move. And so therefore the
Ah.
slower time gets
You know that thing in Interstellar where like the ticks are happening in the background when they're on
the
that
planet.
planet?
Yeah, the water planet.
Yeah. That's every tick is like a year
It's like 7
In-
years.
or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is. It's a longer length of time. And it's like every couple of seconds this tick is happening.
Yeah.
But it's like music in the background, so you don't realize unless
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like
yeah.
know it's happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
so cool.
that's real. So the trick to this is the part that's confusing or difficult.
This is the part.
Yeah. The part that's difficult is traveling to the past. The reason
Okay.
that people, scientists, are fairly certain that time traveling backwards is not possible is because the only way to do that, would be to go faster than that. You'd have to go faster than the speed of light
Which
to
is-
get somewhere in the past. Make sense?
Yeah, which is not possible.
Right.
Because that's the fastest
not
thing.
possible as far as we know. Because again, to our knowledge,
Isn't there something like in
nothing
black
travels
holes
faster
that's
than speed.
faster?
no.
Where do black holes fall into this? Because you know, like how like people
So-
talk about falling into like wormholes in it.
Yeah. So
That could be time travel.
light's the fastest thing.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
Point blank.
However, in a black hole, even light cannot escape it.
Right.
So there is the gravitational pull of a black hole is stronger than the speed of light, because light can, like, there's the accretion disk, which is the last point of light around a black hole, and once you go beyond that, it's just black. You can't see anything because nothing can get out of that. So like light cannot travel fast enough to escape a black hole once it's past that point. So because we don't know enough about black holes, we don't have the answer to what happens
Black holes are so
in
scary.
a black hole. Yeah.
I used to be really scared of the movie Minutemen because of that. Because you know,
Love that movie.
you know
Disney
how like
Channel original
the
movie.
you know how like the
phenomenal.
black hole like opens up or like they're worried about it opening
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to be terrified that black
that was
holes
gonna
were just going to
happen.
open up left and right around
Yeah.
me, and I was going to get sucked into them and disappear forever.
Yeah. Well, it won't happen.
It's like
Um,
everyone's fear of quicksand.
yeah.
Like it's
Thought
not
it was
going
gonna
to
be a much bigger
happen,
problem in life.
and it
not,
just wasn't.
Not at all a problem.
Yeah, never encountered a black hole.
Did you know that the closest black hole to us is in the center of our galaxy?
Yes, I did know this.
Supermassive black hole.
Love
Great
that
song.
Love that song.
So
Band song. The song.
I don't know. But yes. So
Interesting.
The only way to travel to the past would be to go faster.
than the speed of light.
Than the speed
so
of light.
if you traveled to the future, would you be able to travel back to the past? Back to the future?
Back to the Future.
Back to the future.
What is your question?
So you're saying it would not be possible to time travel to the past.
Yes.
So like it's
Like
a scale.
technically people have traveled to the future because even at low rates of speed, like astronauts, right? They're traveling at a very high rate of speed, but compared to light, they're traveling very, very slowly.
So
But their time moves slower. Like they've sent clocks up with astronauts that are synchronized to a clock down here on Earth.
yeah.
And the clocks will be in orbit for a year. The clock comes back down. It is
A different time.
2 seconds
Ah.
slower than the clock that it was synchronized
Oh,
with
that's
on
kind
Earth.
of
So therefore,
crazy,
they
actually.
have traveled into the future.
2
Seconds into
seconds
the
in
future,
the
but
future, but still that's
to
cool.
the future.
So this is past, this is future.
Yeah,
You said that time travel to the past would not be possible unless you went faster than
you have
that.
to go faster.
If you went this way, time travel, would that count as like that? Like, would you be able to?
No, because now this would be the past.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So it's any.
So once you go into the future, you're stuck in the
You're
future.
stuck there.
You can't
There's
get back
no back to the future.
unless you could figure out traveling faster than the speed of light. Because if you think about it this way, right? Like the closer you get to the speed of light, the slower things get for you. So in theory, if you are traveling faster than light, things would be even slower. But really what's happening at that point is, so like the light that you see from a distant star is like, the closest star is what, 4.5 light years, you said?
Yeah.
So the light that you're seeing is 4.5 years old.
Yeah.
Because that's how far away it is from us. So we're seeing, like, if that star died today,
4 years ago, we would see it in 4 years.
Yeah. So, like, that's, like, you're seeing the past when you look at a star. You're seeing 4 years ago. So if you could travel faster than light and get to that star, you would arrive at that star in its past. Like, we'd be seeing light at a later point in time than you arrived at it.
My head hurts.
Yeah, it's a very like it's so hard to comprehend because when you like if you look at it, if you think about it from your point of view, whatever time you arrive is the present. Like it is the present for you right then and there. But it's for everybody else. It's from the observer's point of view. So like if I'm the observer, you would be arriving there in the past compared to my point of view.
Do you ever watch Doctor Who at all?
No.
I love Doctor Who.
Okay.
Love that show. And
Time traveling doctor.
He says it all the time. Like time, people always see it as like a linear thing, but it's not. It's like a big mass.
The wibbly wobbly ball.
Wibbly wobbly.
Timey-wimey stuff.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
not linear.
It's
like
not
that.
linear, which is why this is very hard to comprehend because
Right.
it looks so simple, past, present, future.
But it's not that.
It's not that simple because really it's just
Loki kind of does it too, where there's like all the timelines that like branch the branches.
Yes.
Ugh.
What if someone has discovered time travel, but since they can only go to the future, they can't come back and tell us, and they're stuck?
Mm.
Yeah, then they haven't discovered time travel really. Because again, we know that this way is possible.
They've discovered time.
like scientists
travel
know
in the
that if we
future.
send something at near the speed of light, that it's going to end up in the future. And really like the best way to think about this is like you know what cryosleep is?
Mm-hmm.
They freeze you and you go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. And so like if they could do that and they just like freeze you here on Earth and then you wake up and you haven't aged at all, then that in your brain would be time travel. Like I've traveled into the future, but really your body has experienced all of that time. Your consciousness has not. The time travel this way where you just go really, 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 really fast and you go like, you go out 4 years and you come back 4 years and you've only experienced 8 years, but here on Earth, 15 years has passed. So now you, only 8 years older, are 15 years in the future. Or technically 7 years in the
So
future.
then to everybody else, you're a time traveler.
To everybody else, you're a time traveler. To you, you are simply a traveler.
One individual person will never be a time traveler, but to everyone else,
They would be.
they would be a time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Which
weird.
is the same thing with, technically speaking, if you traveled to the past,
You're not the time traveler.
you are not the time traveler.
Everyone else is.
No.
I know. I know.
Everybody else thinks you are. or believes that you are,
But you haven't gone anywhere.
but
at
you
all,
really haven't done anything.
That's weird.
And so like, so really this I would never be possible because you'd be talking about like reversing like deaths of people, and that's not what what is possible.
Paradox.
Yeah. So you would never be able to go back to Abraham Lincoln's assassination and save him
Yeah.
because the man's already dead. No matter how fast he traveled, you couldn't wake him up again.
Yeah.
But if you were somebody on a completely different planet when did Abraham Lincoln die? How many years ago?
1865.
Okay, how many years ago was that?
Like 180 something. I don't know.
You sure about that?
No.
160 something. Because it's 2025 right now.
1860.
Yeah.
How do you know that off the top of your head?
The end of the Civil War.
Damn.
160 years.
Called that. So 100. So let's say you were living on a planet that was 160 light years away,
Huh.
and you looked at Earth. The light that you were seeing,
They're seeing Abraham Lincoln get shot right now.
yeah. So like if you could set up a big or a massive enough telescope that could see, like, you could see the surface of the planet. It was just a massive fucking mirror that could see into the past.
Yeah.
You could see the days of Abraham Lincoln walking around. If you could then travel faster than light, because again, the light from our planet takes 160 years to get to you. If you could travel faster than that and get to Earth, in theory, instantaneously,
Yeah.
you could be here to stop the assassination of Abraham
I
Lincoln.
see. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yes, but if you left Earth to try and travel into the past of Earth, that could never happen.
Yeah.
Because the only
already
past you could travel back into is right now. Like if you could leave instantaneously and come back instantaneously, then
You come
while
right now.
seconds have passed for us,
It'd just be right
you
now.
would be in the past because you traveled instantaneously. So you'd have to go so much faster than the speed of light to get to the past.
Literally, my brain hurts.
I know. But the only way to really time travel is from a different point
Place.
in space, not just in time.
So it's actually
Time,
time.
space,
It's time
the space-time
travel.
continuum.
Actually, time travel. It's not just like moving
not
through
just-
time. You are genuinely traveling.
You have to travel. You have to physically
To beat
create
time.
Yeah, you have to put yourself in a different location in space and in time.
and then yeah. So if you could travel at any time, when would you go?
If time travel was real and I could go to any into my past,
Yeah.
I've always said this.
And I've always
I live by this. There was a time when I used to have
time.
I used to have hermit crabs when I was a kid. What time is it? We gotta wrap this up
Get a
real
boogie,
quickly.
yeah.
I had hermit crabs when I was a kid, and I used to let them out, and I would let them like crawl around on my bed, and then I would put them back in their aquarium. One day, we were getting ready to go somewhere. My sister like knocks on my door, and I like take the blanket and I cover up the hermit crabs. And she was like, "Hey, you ready to go?" I go, "Yeah, I just had the hermit crabs out." She goes, "Okay, put them away." Or I think she was like, "Did you already put them away?" And I said, "Yes, I did, but really I just covered them with a blanket." And she was like, "Okay, we got to go. So like, get your shoes on." And I said, "Yeah, okay." And I go back into the room and I take the blanket, I uncover it. Hermit crabs gone. Disappeared. And I'm
What?
like, "Oh my God, I'm in so much trouble. I lost the hermit crabs." I am like looking everywhere, cannot find them. Freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. 10 years old, right?
Yeah.
I'm like looking everywhere. I look at my dresser. Guess where the fucking hermit crabs were? They were in their aquarium. I covered them with a blanket. I opened the door. I never left the room. Opened the door, talked to my sister, closed the door, uncovered the blanket. Hermit crabs gone in the aquarium. So I am convinced. Now, again, I don't believe in a lot of stupid shit.
Yes, I know.
Like ghosts. But I am convinced that
Future
that
you.
moment was somebody time traveling to, whether it was future me or whether it was somebody else, putting the hermit crabs back
What if that
for
moment
some unknown reason. Why was
where
it so
you
important
put
for
the
those
hermit crabs back? What if that created like a new timeline, and that's why everything's so fucked up right now?
Maybe.
If you had just let the hermit crabs go, we would be fine. But somebody moved them. Somebody put them back in, and it's
somebody put them
ruined
back in the
everything.
aquarium. I don't know why. I don't know how much trouble I would have gotten in if somebody found out that I didn't put them back in the aquarium, but they were back in the aquarium and I never touched them. And I think about that again. That was 19 years ago, give or take. And I think about that day constantly because I'm
Wow.
like, how did they get from my bed under a blanket into the aquarium on the dresser on the other side of the room? How?
I don't know. That's
idea.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
a crazy story.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I would do.
That's
I would go back and maybe I was the person who put Hermit
you were
crabs
the
back.
one that did it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
To
Wow.
stop little Joey from getting in trouble. Anyways, trivia.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a number 1, so hopefully this will be a
This will be nice and quick.
yeah. We're gonna make it nice and quick.
Just like I like it.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yes.
How many people tuned into the last episode of Friends?
Ooh.
How many people tuned last episode of Friends?
Mhm.
I'm locked in.
Me too.
Go ahead.
I said I'm way overshooting, I feel. 250 million.
I said 1.5 million.
You're closer than Joe.
What's the answer?
52.5 million.
Yes,
Wow,
I would
still
be
a lot of
much
people.
closer.
Yeah.
That is a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of how many people were in America, and I was like, I feel like most of America would have watched that. Wow.
Starting off strong.
Yeah.
Points. The new set of weeks. New set of downs. Anyways, for
Fresh
Eat of the Week,
downs.
we talked about it already, but we did go to Chili's to get the Wicked Mags. You got the... which
I
one
got-
did you get?
I got the Good Witch,
The Good Witch, and I got the whatever the other
which
one was.
was Dragonberry?
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
And I got the Wicked Witch mark.
The Alphaba one, yeah.
There's green
which
apple.
was what? Green apple.
Green apple, curacao, sour.
Tequila. Yeah, and sour. And their sour, the in-house sour mix. It was very tasty. Very strong.
Mine was very
Again,
good.
Riley's drunk
I'm not drunk.
anymore. And then I got the Santa Fe grilled chicken salad. No guac. But it was delicious. I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Loved
Nice.
it.
I forgot what I got for a second, but I got the quesadilla.
Veggie.
Yeah. I got the chicken I got the chicken ranch quesadilla, but then I asked the chicken bacon ranch quesadilla, and then I said, "Can I have that with no chicken?" And she said, "Is bacon okay?" And
And you said, yeah,
I just-
actually,
well-
no.
my brain like glitched, and I was like, "Yeah," because
Because you like bacon.
no. I was like, "Sure," but then I was like, "Wait a minute, no." And then she was like, "Do you just want the veggie quesadilla?" And I was like, "Yes,"
Yeah.
which had like it was like
He
onions.
was like, you
and-
absolute fucking moron. We have a veggie quesadilla.
Well, it's not on the menu.
It's not
to
on the
be
menu.
fair,
Yeah.
But so I got the veggie quesadilla, long story short, and then it was guacamole because he said he didn't want it, but
No
mine,
guac.
mine would have been a $3 upcharge for the guac, so she was very nice in offering that to me.
Toss the guac over there.
Yeah.
What would you rate it?
It was great. My quesadilla, I mean, it was a quesadilla, probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I hate myself. I didn't mean to do it. It was too late to turn back.
Riley?
I got the Good Witch margarita. It was fantastic. $6. Insane. It was a fairly
$6
large
margs.
margarita.
Wicked,
Huge.
wicked,
Wicked
wicked
mag.
good.
Wicked good marks.
Anyways, and then I got the triple dipper
Rippa dippa.
with Chicky Tendies, Nashville hot mozzarella, and the Southwestern
Egg roll.
egg rolls.
Yeah.
How'd you rate it?
10 out of 10. It's
Nice.
fantastic.
Good.
And Caitlin, you got the Chipotle rice bowl. What would you rate it? 9.
9 out of 10.
Big ratings this
Good
time
scores, Chili's.
around.
I'd go back for the
And
margarita.
Caitlin also got the Wicked Witch mag.
the green
Yeah, I'd
one.
go back for the $6 margaritas. Those
So,
were
yeah,
they're
that's why
always-
everybody goes to Chili's.
They're always so good. Every month they have a new one, but they're always so
New
good.
monthly mag.
But yeah.
Anyways, where can people find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Annabelle.Kessinger.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky. As for the podcast, you can follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast and on Instagram at The Shuffle_podcast. You can also subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Peanut Gallery, thank you for joining us.
Bye.
It's always a pleasure. We will talk to you guys next week for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Once again, happy Wicked Day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.